Soma's ties to public security may lead to his undoing. By seizing the puppet himself, Yagami seeks to pull down the puppet master holding the strings. To do so, he forms a temporary alliance with the fugitive Koana. But Soma arrives to carve a bloody path into a hideaway no one should know about. Reiko Kusamoto's betrayal has proven more volatile than anyone could have guessed.
Back at the detective agency for the finale. All right.
Genda-sensei, they're calling last night's bombing a terrorist attack. The body they recovered was burnt beyond recognition.
That was a Kaike-kun, right? The one Yagami mentioned?
Yes, I believe so. Nothing about Soma or RK in the article either. Could public security be tampering with the press?
I wouldn't give public security that much credit. Besides, if a bomb goes off in a deserted public place, it's only natural for the police to assume it's terrorism.
Right, I guess when you put it that way.
Unfortunately, even if they do identify a Kaike-kun, the ones responsible are Koana and Soma, two guys who are totally off the grid. Any investigation would grind to a halt. Probably end up as another unsolved mystery.
If the public learned the bombing was tied to Ihara's battery case, jaws would hit the floor.
Yeah. Anyway, where's Yagami? You heard from him since last night?
No, we've been in touch via email though. He's on his way to a hospital now.
Great. What'd he get himself into now?
But if he's actually going to the hospital, does that mean it's serious?
Don't worry, he's fine. He's just going to meet with someone about the case.
Who'd want to meet up at a hospital?
Reiko Kusamoto.
Yeah, Reiko would really only give up Koana after she got her son back from his coma, because that was the opinion.
Can't believe it. You know, finding out you're suddenly 30.
My
Take
God.
your time. You'll adjust eventually.
Work again?
I won't be long. I just need to take a quick meeting. Now put down that mirror already.
You gonna Batman your way into the opening, Yagami? Yeah, all right.
So, you sold Koana out to public security because Mitsuru-kun woke up. Does that about sum it up? You waited 13 years for Mitsuru-kun to wake up. If you turn yourself in now, you'd lose him all over again.
There's that. Yes. Going forward, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet and rebuild his life. It'll take time. And lots of it. There's no real end in sight. He's at a disadvantage as it is. And to brand him the child of a murderer on top of that. I couldn't.
They gotta live. Okay, so what exactly happened after we saw this? Because
Mitsuru!
It's incredible. Finally, he's woken up. Doesn't this change everything? I think you may want to reconsider what you told me, Kusumo-san. Alone, I'm sure you could have lived with the weight of your choice. But now you have something you'd sacrifice everything to protect. He's so precious. But he's also so fragile he could come crashing down without even a warning. You're going to have to be his shield, Kusumo-san. We'll do it together. With your cooperation.
I have to do what I can to protect him.
I suppose so, but you covered up your crimes and it was Sawa-sensei who got caught in the crossfire.
Oh my god. I hate them saying this, but I'm sick of Sawa getting brought up in this game now. I'm sick of it.
Kawano will be another body for the pile soon. Hell, maybe I'm in trouble myself.
How was he yesterday?
Well, as soon as RK showed up for him, he knew you'd stabbed him in the back. I can't really say how that made him feel. Until now, he'd been adamant about ensuring you stayed out of this. He said no one could blame you for what you did to Shinya Kawai. Kawano put his life on the line for you. You failed to silence him, and you let him get away. That means whatever happens next, it's his move. And whatever he does to you, none of my business. As for me, I have no evidence on Kawai's murder, so you're off my list too. I only came here today because I wanted to know why you betrayed Kawano. That's all. I hope Mitsuru-kun has a speedy recovery.
Nothing to say to that. Alright. Alright. Okay. Back to Yokohama for recovery. Base. Alright, based. We already established I don't really care to get Brink Strike. Because that's just, you're playing at a low health level. Just boost yourself up some more. Secret of the Champion. I remember when this particular DLC style was released, a lot of people didn't think there's going to be like a secret boxing style that let you carry on the boxer's passive abilities to the other classes. But this is actually what Secret of the Champion is about. Champion straight. You know what? I'm gonna go for EX health boost too, just because that's a rare ability to get in general. This is pretty much it, so.
Back already, Yagamishi. How are you feeling after last night? That shockwave from the blast took you down.
Oh yeah. That was something else, I gotta say.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's finest detective never fails to impress.
Doc, you made it. We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Pretty much. Doesn't help that Arcade's crawling all over the place right now. As soon as they spot Kuwana, they're gonna make their move.
Honestly, it's really underrated.
Kawana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro Ehara? Kawana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to Ahara.
What the? Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Certainly. Not handing it over to Ahara till you know what the deal is?
He won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
Speaking of, Yagamishi, what's the status of Ehara's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but
Woo!
they're working as fast as they can.
Just in time.
If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kawana one way or another.
That'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in the shithouse, right?
Right. If Kawana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kawana. And I can't let it die like that.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna head to Ahara's trial and back up Saori-san. Feels like we've come full circle.
I'd argue the opposite, Yagamishi. The circumstances surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others. We can't just stay quiet and watch.
Sounds like you're seeing the light. Detective work's not so bad, is it?
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kawana and Ijincho? I need to go over Ahara's case with Saori-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
We're going too, Sukiura. Time to get shit done.
Right on.
Alright. Source and gun riposte. Alright. I got all the heat moves I could possibly want. Like, everything else is just a level grinding gate, really. The skills that cost 40,000 to 80,000 SP are really just... You're not meant to be at the point where you can literally get every skill without having to put some time into grinding.
Wow, looks like we've got a full house.
Shirosaki-sensei asked me to come by. She said they needed some business handled while you were out of town.
I find it hard to believe she'd put it that way.
Maybe not. Either way, I don't mind helping.
Yagami-san, you're just in time. I think we should conduct another interview with Ahara-san.
Okay, but what will we talk about?
If we want to claim he's innocent of battery, then we need to prove he's the one who murdered Mikoshiba at the same time. But since the murder footage isn't admissible in court, we need something more substantial.
Okay.
We need new evidence. And that might mean something no one's seen or found yet.
So your plan is to meet with Ahara and just ask him?
I know it's a long shot, but yes.
I'd like to come help, but someone has to check Higashi-san's work.
Excuse me? If I have to be Hoshino-kun's lackey, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a downgrade no matter who you are.
Sensei.
Mouth on this kid.
Ehara only seems to open up to you, Yagami-kun. So, if you talk to him again, do you think we'll find out something new this time?
I'll see what I can get out of him. Having another chat with him couldn't hurt.
Sounds good. Oh, and look after Saori for me, would you?
Sure, but Mafu, should you even be here? Won't the prosecution think you're double-crossing them?
What do you mean? I am just here to get dirt on the defense. Expect Prosecutor Takano to hear all about it.
Guess we better watch ourselves.
I still have some preparations to make. Yagami-san, why don't you go kill some time? I'll call you as soon as I'm ready. It shouldn't take long.
Sure thing.
I'm going to try and get in touch with Ihara's wife. Even though they're separated, Ihara may have shared details about Mikoshiba's murder with her.
May have.
And Higashi-san will be there to help.
Alright. Kill some time. If I do have any time to kill. I guess I might just kill time to get that, I guess. Alright.
Sorry for keeping you, Yagami-san. We should head to the detention center. Where are you?
But I take a cab and pick you up.
If you please. I'll be waiting.
Oh, so there's two versions of that line. Interesting. Alright.
Isn't that just the worst? So the murder footage can't be used as evidence. I was hoping it'd be played in court for all to see.
Yeah, and if it was, it would prove your innocence and overturn your battery conviction, no problem. But the prosecution flat out refuses to accept you murdered Mikoshiba. There's no room for error. You could flat out confess and they would refuse to accept it.
Excellent. In the end, they'll lock me up for battery. And I'll get away with murder.
Yeah. We know all about what you and Kwana planned. We just don't have the evidence to prove it.
My condolences.
Which reminds me, you said you'd confess to killing Mikoshiba after you got out of prison, right? Then, as icing on the cake, you'd admit the battery charge was false and humiliate the law for letting a murderer walk free.
Exactly. The public must know that the law can't be trusted. Personally, I hope the media hops all over it.
I bet you do. So when that time comes, you'll need some decisive evidence of the murder so your confession holds water. Maybe you've got something like that in your back pocket already? Because we'd sure look good if we had some new evidence to take into the appeal.
That's why you geniuses came all the way out here. I told you I wouldn't admit to the murder in court. I have no intention of just handing it over.
Handing it over? So you're saying there is still a piece of evidence we don't know about?
What is it, Ihara-san?
Even if there was, you'll never get your hands on it. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
The murder weapon. Kanagawa PD said the weapon used to kill Mikoshiba still hadn't been found.
Yeah, okay, we got it. It wasn't something silly like...
doubt as to what it is. A knife.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
No,
for
he
him,
wouldn't literally
it's
keep
highly
a
likely
piece of the
he
guy's
won't
flesh
want
around
us
him.
to
That's
do it.
ridiculous.
Any normal criminal would have just ditched it somewhere. Except you're anything but normal. You got revenge for your son, and you want to publicly humiliate the law for letting you pull it off.
Your point?
If you were cleared of the battery charges and confessed to Mikoshiba's murder without evidence, no one would buy it. You'd need something convincing. Busting out the weapon no one's found yet would do the trick. That one piece of evidence would flip the whole case on its head.
Look at you go. Then tell me, where do you surmise I've hidden this weapon?
Well, right after killing Mikoshiba and Ijincho, you would have had to book it to Ikebukuro Station. You had accomplices with you.
And if that's the case, there would have been plenty of time to hide the weapon.
Yeah, so that's about as far as I've thought this out.
That's it? Then I'm done here.
Kawana's vanished, Nahara-san. Public security found out about it.
Public security?
Kawana wanted me to tell you he won't make it to the end of your revenge plan.
So, I'm the last man standing, am I? He's already helped me plenty. I never expected to see him again anyway.
At this point, he won't be able to outrun them. If public security catches him, he'll get much worse than an unfair trial.
And you really...
The least they do.
So, for the record...
What do you mean? What's going on?
Oh, interesting.
Remember last time? If you don't recall, I said you'd grab the tiger by the tail.
And your tiger is public security?
Right. And they're out there on the warpath. Everything has to be brought into the light. We need what you did to be exposed. Kawana can't be saved in any other way. I need your help, Nahar-san.
Then you lose. I'll never admit to killing Hiro Mikoshiba in court.
You're just gonna dump Kawana like a hot lead.
It threw Toshiro away, and I won't lift a finger to save it. Kawana-san knew how this could end. We have our convictions.
Well, you know, that's fair.
When this started, we knew it could end.
That's perfectly fair.
You knew going in, huh? And that's all? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
Maybe it is.
Yeah, sorry, Yagami. You didn't have enough persuasion skill this time.
Do you remember my original request? To look into both the Hara incidents? I asked you to look into the train event, and then I asked you to look into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. And now, I'm afraid I have to make one more request of you. Do you still carry your defense attorney's lapel pin? At Hara-san's trial, I'd like you to take the floor with me to defend him. It's going to be eventful. I think we should go as a team.
Sure about that? You know, my legal counsel isn't cheap.
I'll let Genda-sensei know about the invoice.
You got it. Count me in. You never know when something like this will happen. Check it out. I always have it on me.
I know that.
Huh? You do?
Yeah, it's pretty... Let's see. Ain't what to do. This is going to get pretty intense here now. So if there's anything you still want to do in Combo Road Show, now's the time we want to save the game too. Not for long haul. Haze over anything prior. Alright. Sure. So this is your last piece of free time, specifically.
Doc, where you at right now?
Just got back to Yokohama, actually. You weren't spying on me, were you?
You just noticed? Everywhere you went, I know about it. And I mean everywhere.
Where are you right now?
Over at the Leomoc's place. Hoshino-kun and Higashi are here too.
Oh, right. They mentioned they were going to Yokohama to see Ahara's wife or something.
Make your way over, will you? I need a full report, and I don't want to hear you were slacking.
Well, look at you taking charge. Anything else, boss?
Yeah, don't drag your feet along the way.
Alright. The Yumai's hideout.
For real?
Here we go.
And stay down.
Alright, and I'm gonna go with EXP extension. Gang's all here for the last hurrah. It's the last hurrah.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Everyone but the star of the show.
That is next level ass kissing, Hoshino-kun.
A good ass kisser is a good communicator. Welcome back, Yagami-san.
Grab a seat, Tom.
Nah, they look out to you.
Nice. So you're really gonna stand in court again?
Just to give Sari-san some support.
I see. Does that mean I don't need to be present for Ahara-san's appeal?
Huh? How would I know? Isn't that more of a Sari-san question?
Yeah,
Yagami's
whatever.
so what you gotta be.
Yeah, pretty much. Hoshino.
You're on thin ice, Hoshino-kun. You're still gonna have a job if you're redundant.
You said
I
I'm
have been plenty useful. At least a little.
You've been a little useful, specifically. I will agree with that.
Rookie, huh?
Oh, it's so embarrassing. He's literally a lawyer,
Gangster
baby.
just put the lawyer on notice.
Well, that's all I
Literally
got.
a lawyer,
How about
baby.
you guys? So where's Kawana? Any word on where he's hiding?
Yeah, about that. We must have asked everyone in Eugene show, but we got nothing.
RK's out there looking for him too. They seem to think I've still got him under watch.
On the flip side, that means they still haven't found him either.
Well, yes, although that's not much consolation.
You think Kawana-san's still in one piece after the explosion?
Alive? Yes. Unharmed? I can't say. When I saw him, he was already making plans to disappear. The real problem is what happens next. Now that he knows Reiko Kusumoto betrayed him, we don't know Kawana's next move.
I'd never let that slide if I were in his shoes. Maybe Kawana's thinking the same thing, you know? He spent all that time underground brooding and shit. Maybe he's really gonna stick it to Reiko Kusumoto.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
He might go after her. I don't know if he actually tried to go after her
Hoshino-kun,
specifically, but
You two met with Ahara's wife?
Yeah, but we didn't gain much from it.
Turns out Ahara and his old lady don't really keep in touch. After her son took his life 4 years back, she refused to keep living under the same roof. Only reason she hasn't divorced him is because it's too much of a pain to process.
She's been living in that same apartment even when Toshiro-kun was still alive. She let us light some incense on his altar, but she was pretty vacant the whole time.
Did Ahara's battery charge come up at all?
She said she didn't care.
She didn't care her husband was out there groping women and killing bullies? Has she even seen Mikoshiba's murder footage?
According to her...
That's next level living in the dark.
Well, there's no easy way to put it, but it felt like she'd given up on everything.
Made for a pretty depressing trip, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. You know what? That is absurdly depressing.
Everywhere you look, they're strutting around like they own the place. And they know our faces, too. They stare us down, but never get too close. It's fucking annoying.
Plus, they're acting like they're here to stay. They've been harassing the joints we have ties with.
Harassing how?
You know, shit like pretending to be normal customers, and dying dashing or complaining to mess with business.
Oh, that's...
Another guy will come in and be like, need protection? And suddenly they're charging a fee.
That's some Yakuza shit right there.
The Yakuza who pulls out today is out in one shot under the anti-gang laws.
Soma? Is he still around town?
Nah, there's nothing on him. Even if he is, he probably went underground by now. And Soma isn't exactly a social butterfly like Akutsu. Finding him's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Especially if he has public security's help. Unless it's a life or death situation, I doubt he'll show his face.
Alright, that's about it, baby. Let's do
wrap it up?
this.
Seems so. As for me, I think I'll head out and see what I can find out about Kawana-san.
Same. I just hope he's okay.
I feel bad for Ehara-san's wife just as much as I feel bad for Ehara-san because she shut down completely. Of course she would.
Tsukumo-san and Sugiura-san do some impressive work.
Yeah. You don't hold a candle to them, Hoshino-kun.
And you never will.
Belt in karate, and you never even use it.
Well, I'm just more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Anyway, I'm heading back to Kamurocho.
It would actually be way cooler if we could actually fight side by side in the street, though, for real.
Wanna call it a night? Tesso said he'll let us stay if you do.
No skin off my back, really.
So, what'll it be?
Yeah, stay the night. Let's do
I
this.
can really stay the night. I'll take him up on that.
Okay. I think it's straightforward Monday, Friday. So that's good to go. Alright. No luck. Guess I'm in Jinsha then. Yeah, guess we are done here.
Hey, Yagami-san.
Jeez, you are really interested in warning me about this.
Really? Good, because Tsukumo-kun said he
Well, I
wants
guess the
something he
game
wanted to
really
show you.
wants you to know that,
He's
yeah,
upstairs.
things are about to
You wanna
end.
go into him?
Super big.
Tsukumo-kun.
Okay.
Yagami-san's here.
Something up?
Yes. It's about the pendant Kawana-san gave you. Turns out it was just a decoy after all.
Decoy? For what?
For what was inside. This. The cracks in the pendant were hiding an SD card. And on it was some video data.
Alright.
Video data?
Ugh.
Of what exactly?
Everything was fine. Wow.
It's the footage of Ihara murdering Hiro Mikoshiba. Just like we saw before. No additional scenes.
That doesn't make sense. Why would Kawana put his life on the line just to give me that? I mean, RK came after him and everything. And all for a video that's already all over the internet?
Yes. Except the video on that card is the original. All the others were copies of this source. In layman's terms, this is the master tape. Or in film, it'd be the negative, with no additions or modifications of any kind.
What do you mean? And how do you know for sure?
So this SD card here is a special little thing. You can't usually buy it in stores. It's called a worm, or write once, read many. If you were to take a picture with a digital camera, the images saved on this SD card couldn't be edited or deleted. It's what forensics teams use when photographing crime scenes.
Seriously?
What we have here is unaltered footage of Mikoshiba's murder.
That means it would qualify as evidence in Ahara's appeal.
Yeah, I'd say you have room to negotiate with the prosecution.
Unalterable, non-rewritable, and non-erasable solution that ensures data integrity from the worm SD.
Hey.
That's pretty sick.
The trial?
Well, I can't guarantee that. But it does explain why Kowana-san took such a risk. The video on here is the sole original. That's why he'd only leave it in the hands of someone he trusted.
Kowana asked me to give this to Ahara.
Sure, but he had to know we'd turn it inside out first. Maybe it's Kowana-san's way of entrusting you with the evidence you need? After all, with public security after him, he may not live to see tomorrow. And seeing how he's on the run, he had to find a way to get that into Ahara-san's hands.
Alright.
Which I think is why he left it all up to you, Yakamishi.
Okay.
And it's settled.
Oh,
it's about time I expose everyone involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Ahara, Kowana, and his students. That's the first step to luring public security out in the open.
And I believe the SD card will make that possible.
So hey, looks like almost getting blown up was worth it.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Well, this is weird.
Matsu? What are you doing here?
I was talking.
Well, we are in the final
guys.
chapter, so I guess.
They said you'd be at this detective agency.
Everything okay?
Well, Akane started hanging out with some shady guys.
No,
So
the
I
one
figured
that's the worst out of the lot of you somehow.
Sounds like a tricky situation. Please, have a seat.
No.
Kane's that girl you hung out with all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, want to tell me more about these shady guys?
They're these thugs from Tokyo. RK, they're called.
Oh, God.
I've been flirting with her.
Okay. What else?
By the way, all the high schoolers who've been beating up in this video game are 18 years of age, so they're only kids in the mental sense, specifically.
Rolling with RK is bad news. She needs to stop. Their leaders are ex-Yakuza, you know.
I knew it. So they actually are dangerous then.
What's really going on?
That's kind of
They asked Akane which student you cared about the most.
What?
So she kind of blurted out Koda's name.
No. 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 No.
Yeah. Even Akane knew she messed up. So she called me right after. Yagami-san, you've been mixed up with RK, right? You think they might go after Koda?
You try to get in touch with her?
Actually, I haven't been able to.
Koda.
Akane.
Oh,
Akane.
right. Let me try and call.
Oh, God. This is actually happening right now.
Matsun?
Akane, where are you right now?
The last place Mikoshiba-sensei was.
Huh?
I'm with RK. We're at the building where Mikoshiba-sensei's body was found. Matsun,
Hang out with terrible people. This is what happens to you.
How do you know about that?
It's Yagami. Is Koda-san there too?
She is.
Of course.
Yagami-san! It's me, Koda! Please, help me!
This Yagami? Come on over and we'll play. You know the place, right?
Oh, man.
Not important. Better hurry, or else Kodo-chan will have to entertain us.
Oh, I'm gonna mess you up super bad.
Don't!
Okay, so Mami Koda is Kayla
Come down and
Mills.
find out.
Cowdoy.
I'm sure there's
Xander Mobus.
but if you go to the cops,
That is Xander Mobus.
are as good as dead.
Do you guys even understand what you're doing right now?
Better hurry.
What's happening?
Atsu, you stay here. Tsukumo.
I'll contact Kaito-san and Higashi-san for help. And I'll fly my drone out to the scene, too.
Perfect. Counting on you.
Let's go, Yagami-san. Hurry up, or I'm leaving without you.
Alright. You leave without me? I don't think so, sir.
What's up?
Yagamishi, this is Tsukumo. My drones just arrived at the scene. Koda-san and Akane-san are with some men. About 20 of them.
Where's Kaito-san and Higashi?
I've contacted them. They're on their way now.
Good.
No. Like, okay, so straight up, last word on this. Oh, we have to deal with you, don't we?
Why is this always happening? And stay down.
Okay. I'm not sure if we were meant to fight them there or not, but... Fucking asshole. You asshole. Asshole.
Hey! He's here! It's Yagami!
Nah.
Doc, this where those RK guys are holed up? Is Soma with them?
Nobody's had eyes on him yet. Just a second.
I've confirmed the enemy position, Yagamishi. They have our 2 young hostages surrounded, so a head-on assault would be too dangerous. Naturally, I've already come up with some countermeasures we can run. Would you care to hear my plan?
Yes, please, you wonderful, smart tech. I'm gonna call you, Tsukumo, you're like our scanner, our navigator character. You've been our navigator character the entire time, but now you're officially our navigator character.
How many shitheads does it take to watch these girls?
I never thought it would end up like this. You believe me, don't you?
God.
But we'll have to save the lecture for after all this is over. You'll be free soon. That goes for you too, Koda-san.
You so sure about that?
You kidnapped them to get to me?
No.
Well, here I am, so let's go.
Please tell me.
Lure you here.
Of course not.
So we can beat your sorry ass to death.
Okay, then. So what was your plan? Throw all these guys at us as soon as we kick down the door?
We're smarter than that, you know.
Yeah. We need some backup!
Yo!
Here comes! Let's take out the trash!
Please.
Yagami! Hands where I can see them!
That's how you can change it.
And same for you two!
Hey,
This is what happened at Isella.
Got one more thing.
Oh,
I'm not a big fan of guns.
Rick.
Huh?
Great. See, nothing sounds like that. Okay. Smoke screens. Tsukumo, you are our navigator persona user. Yes, you are.
Come on. Did you really think one gun was enough to take out a crew like us? If you did, you were wrong.
You two sit tight a little longer. But just to warn you, I'm gonna go hard on these guys. You wanna see some asses kicked? Don't blink, okay?
Let's get going.
All right.
I want him down before the smoke clears. Yeah. Come on!
Time to show you the real superpower of teamwork. Really? A bunch of random dudes get a Yakuza boss intro? It looks like we just used this entire cutscene to beat them, so I'm not really sure what else needs to be done here, though. Alright, everyone. Time for the take two.
Step away from the window!
Alright, come on.
Let's play by.
Oh.
Here we go! Here we go!
Oh boy.
Here we go. I shall assist you.
Let's play by you.
Oh yeah!
Here we go.
Oh, so you have Mine's moveset.
We are ready to go.
Alright.
We are ready to go.
Sure.
Here we go. I shall assist you.
Yeah.
That all you got?
Here we go.
Alright.
We are ready to go.
I heard you the first couple of times, dude.
Here we go.
Oh, well, okay. Well, okay. Well, this is the end of the game, so I might as well spam every other extract I've got. God, that was stupid long. Telekinesis. So,
Step away from the window! I shall assist you. Here we go.
it's not like I need this to use to help, it's just...
We are ready to go. I shall assist you.
Alright. Powerful key laser. Sure.
We are ready to go. Here we go. We are ready to go. That all you got?
Careful, I have the power of key on my side.
I shall assist you.
Well, that's kind of a weird thing. Temporal sound.
Here we go. We are ready to go.
Come on. And knockout. Oh, I'm warning we're right.
Thanks. You saved us. I'm so sorry.
I'm the one who got you into this. It's not your fault, it's Arcane's. I'm next in line after them.
Hopefully, the
Besides,
experience of being kidnapped by murderous gangsters is enough to change your life and set you straight.
Coda, I'm really sorry. It's alright. Well, I'm gonna head home.
No. Oh, wow, Soma. When did you get here?
Soma?
What? Who?
Connie, get back!
Oh, he's gonna... Is he gonna do something to her? Okay, I was about to say.
Here all by yourself? What are you trying to pull?
Oh, I'm just here to talk.
I have no idea.
To be honest,
Oof.
Guano's put us in kind of a tight spot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, so?
Well, he's got Kawaya's body, Reiko Kusamoto's victim, hidden in a freezer, of all places. Been on ice for what, 5 years? You know about this, Yagami?
Yeah.
Problem is, he's planning to reveal its location on the internet. If that happens, Kusamoto-san will be ruined. No doubt, her fingerprints and other traces are all over the damn corpse.
Yeah, but that's for the better. And she won't have to listen to you.
Reiko Kusamoto is a capable woman who can swim with the tides. She's irreplaceable. It would be unfortunate to lose her over some lowlife she had to put down. She's on our side now, and she's accepted it.
So it's your duty to protect people like that?
I protect order, not people. Consider me a necessary evil.
Necessary evil?
That's right. If I hadn't gone undercover, the Tojo clan's ex-Yakuza would be spread all over by now. If that happened, we never would have been able to track their current activity. That's why I created the Arcade Network. To keep Kamurocho's underground under control. Much safer and less messy than wiping them out indiscriminately. But in the shadow of order, there's always a pair.
Wow. They're really playing to the theme here.
Kawana said something like that too.
But if there's one difference between the two of us, it's that I find my work enjoyable. It gives me purpose. When I dirty my hands, it's in the service of order. It goes back to a necessary evil to maintain peace in this life. In my eyes, peace does require violence. It only works when killers are below the surface, keeping it afloat.
Sawa-sensei too?
See, aiming this conversation at him, that makes sense.
She did have to die. She almost connected the Mikoshiba case to Kawana. She was getting very close to it. She may even have figured out Reiko Kusamoto was involved. The fewer people who know a secret, the better kept the secret stays. I don't remember even hesitating on that call. I think that means... Well, you guys won't like hearing this. But it was justified.
You asshole!
Whoa, whoa. Don't fly off the handle now. I haven't finished what I had to say.
What the fuck?
Did I mention how much of a pain in the ass Kawana made this? He negotiated for your lives, using Kawai's body as leverage over us.
What?
So relax, would you? I don't plan on killing you here.
Then why even show your sorry face?
The trial for Ehara-san is coming up, right? You know, the groping thing. I've come here with a request that I hope you'll consider.
This from you?
Reiko Kusamoto's name is not to come up during the Ehara trial. That shouldn't be so hard, right? Shirosaki-sensei would have to agree to this, too.
And if we were to refuse?
Nothing. It's Kusamoto-san's request. She is asking nice.
What?
A mother doesn't want her child branded a murderer's son. Could you give her that much? And that's all. I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yeah, you know,
So, huh?
this whole thing got super complicated.
Settle now. Soma!
Because I have something you don't. Oh!
Akane!
No, Soma played it to the hilt here. Is that orange blood? Are you serious?
A paint gun. You okay?
Oh. Oh.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh.
The bruise sure beats the alternative, right?
Oh. Okay.
I'd say you got us good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a terrible call. If Soma hadn't been packing a paint gun, that would have been really bad. You two are more important than him. I should have prioritized protecting you.
Yagami-san.
You've been brave. I'm sure this was really scary for you. We'll need to do things one step at a time, Kaito-san. We can't tackle it all at once. First thing, the Hara's groping appeal needs to become a murder trial that outs Kawana and his students. That way, if public security is our real enemy here, we'll have the prosecution and the courts on our side. That'll be on me. I'll reveal a truth no one can deny.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much your specialty. Send that asshole to jail. For good.
You've got this, Yagami-san.
Whoa. This is crazy. Why is he so hot? Am I right?
Just a minute ago, she got shot. And now look at her.
Teenagers.
Teenagers. 1 month later, huh? Whoa! 1 month later. All right, we'll pick this up after the cutscene then, because this is a huge time skip.